Hi, I'm Derek Black. I'm the head of customer success at revVana. Today, we're going to be talking about royalty forecasting, and we have our good friend here, Madhu from Sci5, to show us how they are solving this with revVana. Royalty forecasting can be tackled a lot of different ways in revVana, because it's a challenging concept to do in Salesforce because you're dealing with end customers a lot of times, and their product catalog is not going to match your product catalog. The terms are likely to change and be very complex, and just modeling the revenue over time and time slices inside of Salesforce is very difficult. So, Madhu, would you like to introduce yourself and talk about how you found your way to using revVana for this solution?
Yes, I'm the head of sales operations at Sci-Fi. I've been at Sci-Fi for the last 1 year, and one of the biggest challenges right after I joined Sci-Fi was to create the whole forecasting process. Forecasting is not straightforward for Sci-Fi because we sell IP licenses to our customers, and revenue has two components for us. One is the license fee, which is a one-time straight-off fee that we collect as soon as we send them the code. And then there is a royalty component, which is more complex to model in Salesforce. Royalty essentially kicks in whenever our customer designs our IP into their product and then start selling their product to their end customers. So let's start with a simple opportunity in Salesforce. Imagine that we closed won this opportunity and we want to forecast royalties for this closed won opportunity. Let me share my screen. So our license will go into two products. One product is AI robots. The second product is smart door locks. Completely different products with its own royalty component. And one product, we get royalty as a percentage of the ASP of the product. And for the other product, we get a straight off dollar royalty for every product that they sell. And we could model this using revVana in Salesforce. So what I'll do is I'll click on each and show you how it's done. But just to give you an overview, you see the product names here, AI robots and smart door locks. You can set the start date and end date, and you can change this. You can set the start date for AI robots to be 2027, and you can set the start date for smart door locks to be January 2026. You can do all those changes. Then you have the total amount for AI robots, that's about $1.5 billion, and the total royalty amount, and this the lifetime royalty revenue, right? And the lifetime royalty revenue of $1.5 billion is split across multiple quarters. By the way, you can do it multiple quarters or you can do it per year. But since royalty is typically received every quarter, I modeled it using quarters. So it's $1.5 billion lifetime royalty for AI robots. And I modeled it over 5 years. You can do it for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. It's your call. And the royalty from smart door locks, the lifetime royalty revenue is about $52 million and across multiple quarters. So let's click on each and show you how it's done. Okay, so you type in the product name here, and in here you can either put the royalty rate here or you can actually put it here. And the first thing is you select a measure. You select a measure called quantity, and that's essentially how much quantity of end products that you think your customer will sell every quarter from whenever they start selling. My forecasting says that my customer will sell approximately 200,000 robots every quarter for the next 5 years. And so I select quantity and select the measure as 200,000. and I say copy, and it copies across all the quarters in this fashion, all the way till 2030, starting 2025. That's over 5 years.
Yeah. So Madhu,
Now,
you saw this and it said you're going to make $1.5 billion on this,
right.
and maybe that was maybe a mistake. Could you show them how you would just split this $200,000 across, or 200,000 units across the units instead of it being for every quarter?
Got it. So uh, you can do this here,
Yeah, just the equal split.
like
It's the
quarterly
top one. It's the top one.
equal split dollar. Sorry, my bad.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. And then when you save this, it will
Yeah,
recalculate.
here it is, and you change it, and essentially you're forcing me to reduce my royalty forecast, which is fine.
Yeah.
You're keeping me honest here that I like that.
Yeah, just showing another feature here. And then what's happening now is it's taking the royalty rate and it's multiplying it by the average sales price to give you maybe a bit more realistic royalty amount of still pretty good, $69 million. I'm not gonna turn it away, but
Right. Yeah, so here is the interesting part of revVana. So for AI robots, the way we collect our royalty is we charge 2.3% for every AI robot that they sell, and 2.3% of the ASP of the AI robot. So the ASP has been determined to be $15,000. It's basically your estimate based on market reality. So if instead of AI robots, let's say the end customer is selling smartphones, this $15,000 would be maybe $900, $800, depending on which company is going to sell those smartphones. So you adjust it based on the market reality, but revVana gives you the capability to address all kinds of scenarios. You can collect your royalty based on a percentage of the end product ASP, or in the second example, for smart door locks, what we are doing is we are charging a dollar amount. Here we are charging $2 for every smart door lock they sell. And so there is no ASP involved here. There is no royalty rate involved here. It's just a direct dollar amount.
yeah.
And it's done the same way almost, except for the royalty rate, here you have the royalty amount. That's $2. And it's easy. And the good part is you can change these quantities. It need not be even. You can change it to make it more realistic. Let's say the initial number of years you want to make it only like, let's say about, let's say 750K, right? You can do that too. And just do it for the first 2-3 quarters. Um, and you can do that too. You can say save and it changes.
Another way to do it too is through the view multiple measures toggle.
Right. That's
So if you do this, you can look at all of the different dimensions that are configured, and you
yeah.
can set up any number of dimensions that you may want. Madhu needed quantity, royalty rate, ASP, and royalty amount to calculate royalty total for everything.
Yeah.
But any dimensions that you may need, if you need to put in cost and markup and MSRP versus cost and those types of things, you can do that as well.
Yeah. So so we have been using it for the last couple of quarters. I mean, current quarter and the previous quarter, and it's super easy to implement, and even the reporting is pretty good. revVana will help us with the reports, and which you can directly put it in another file or send it across through an email to whoever you want in the company.
Yeah. And you can also see that we have like a total amount for this that rolls up
Right.
at the top that we can stamp back to the opportunity. And of course, this is extensible to Salesforce reports, CRM analytics, Tableau, whatever tools that you're using to analyze Salesforce data.
Yeah. And actually, if you click on this opportunity, it's all here. Total royalty forecast and this lifetime royalty forecast, of course, 119 million. and you have the total royalty volume here, start date, end date. It's all there in the opportunity main page.
Thank you very much, Madhu, for showing us how you forecast royalties at Sci5. Keep in mind that this is just one way to do it. There's a lot of other ways that can be more automated or customizable, set up to however a business may need to forecast royalties in addition to what Madhu showed us today. Thanks again, everyone. Bye.